we can outgrind him. Like, our late game is so huge, right? Like, once you don't Nihilist and like a salvage, the game's just gonna end. And I don't think he has the cards to sort of race me here. Okay, never mind. I take back everything. Uh. Hey guys, how's it going? Jay Sensational here, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing off the newest, grandest, coolest edition of Deep. Deep has been actually pulling some phenomenal ladder stats as of the past week since the expansion came out. And I believe it's a third most played deck that actually has like around a 54% win rate or something like that. And I think the funniest part is that there's actually people complaining about how overpowered Deep is and all this mumbo jumbo that is honestly just super bizarre. But anyways, I want to talk about the deck and what exactly the card that really I think made and break Deep, at least in this patch. And that is the newest card, Undergrowth. So Undergrowth reads a 3 mana fast speed toss 3, drain 2 from a unit. And this really put a very big weapon in Deep's arsenal against a lot of the aggro / burn decks. Having a Mystic Shot that also healed 2 for the price of 3, as well as tossing 3, is exactly what Deep needed to sort of supplement their game plan against those more aggressive / burn decks. And now that you have this tool in conjunction with a card like Vile Feast, I think that aggro is no longer really that bad for Deep. I would even say Deep can maybe be favorable depending on, you know, your early draws. If you hit some of your early cards and then you hit like an Undergrowth, I would actually say that you're pretty good into now the burn decks, which was in the past historically one of Deep's biggest weaknesses. So having Undergrowth within the as a card printed for Deep, they now just have a better chance to heal more against aggro and just have a little bit more spot removal and additional toss as well. Other than that, Deep has remained an archetype that has seen very little change. There has been another sea monster added to the game as well. This is Megatus. It's a 4 mana sea monster, the second one of its kind, next to Beast from Below. And this one's a little bit more interesting as well. It's a 3/4 for 4 that has Deep, but says when you're Deep, heal your allies and Nexus 3. So in conjunction to Undergrowth, there is this consistent theme with being able to heal your Nexus. This one healing 2, this one healing 3. But Megatus is a little bit less good compared to Undergrowth, because not only do you have to play it at a reasonable early states, like on turn 4, turn 5, to really get any value out of it against like aggro / burn decks where this heal is definitely the most necessary. It just doesn't really come online, and if you don't draw because you toss all of them, well, you're kind of out of luck there. So I think Undergrowth is just a little bit more flexible in terms of aggro cards, but honestly, like being able to heal your allies as well is a little bit underrated, I would say, because you have your big chunky Deep units such as Devour, it's like a 7/7. You have like Sea Scarab, that's like a 5/6, and your opponent's just blocking them off, maybe chump blocking them, and you can just drop a Megatus to heal them back up so that they don't die after 2 or 3 rounds of combat. But otherwise, it's just a sort of niche card. I don't think it's particularly strong, even against burn decks. So it's just sort of playing as a one of, just try it out. As some splash cards, we have a Whale, a Vengeance, and an Atrocity. These are your niche sort of pocket cards. If you draw them in matchups where they're good, you're gonna feel pretty happy about yourself. But just having an Atrocity as another way to end the game Having Vengeance just as another sort of pseudo devour kind of card is just really flexible. But other than that, again, it remains very, very standard throughout the ages. You have your early curve with Dreaders and Sea Scarab, and Deadbloom Wanderer with Yawlfish, Yawl Hunters. I don't know. I still have not settled whether it's Jaw or Yawl Hunters. Maybe somebody knows, but this one card within Deep has really breathed new life into the archetype, and I think that Deep is actually not bad in terms of where it stands in the meta. A lot of mid-range decks, like the Illaoi decks, a lot of aggressive burn decks, like the Annie decks, and a lot of just sort of like Noxus PNZ things that once, or particularly like the as Annie decks, which I actually think Deep does pretty well into, because you have removal for the Ezreals, you have big units that they're eventually going to run out of removal for, and you have Maokai as well as a sort of alternate win condition against other slower, grindier control decks. So I think Deep is actually doing pretty well for now, so feel free to give it a try if you do enjoy Deep. I'll leave the deck list down below in this description, as always, but enjoy the games, because I think there's some pretty cool ones out there. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time with another video, but peace out guys, and take care. You would have never known apples. I mean, apples don't really spoil, or they do spoil, but their like shelf life is actually really long in the fridge. But spoil is not exactly the right word, but when you leave them out, especially when like the flesh is exposed to the air, it will start oxidizing, and then that's when apples get brown, right? You know, when you see like a brown apple, that's like literally what happens. And then they don't taste as good, and I think it'd be a waste to let it do that. Apples have flesh, like the fruit part, you know? I don't know how you would like, how else to describe it. Don't tell me you haven't like heard like fruit described as like the fleshy part of like the fruit. You've never heard that before? You messing with me? I bet. Oh, there you go. That's the card. Someone was asking what Deep got. They got this card. Card's phenomenal. What sucks is it's gonna like static shock me and I'm gonna cry, right? You got the Healing Walrus. I do have one copy of that in my deck. I don't know if it's particularly good though. It's alright. Not as good as this card. Oh my god. Isn't that the most obvious static shock you've seen in your life? Damn. Oh, let's go. Good draw. Damn. But yeah. I'm in my early 20s, I'll have you know. I am not yet in my mid-20s. Not that that distinction is particularly important, but I like to rub it in on mid-20 people. How old am I? I am 22, turning 23 in a couple months. Call people younger than me kids? Yeah, basically. And I can call people older than me gramps. Like Majin's old. Majin is old. Old. Alright. Don't like kill my Maokai here, please. Nice. You're like 4 years older than me? So you're the same age as like Majin pretty much. Did we beat this deck? I don't know. Or why do most Annie-gens not seem to run Flock? Any Jin should be a burn archetype. I don't think they can afford to run cards like block very well. Yeah. At least in my opinion. Four away from deep. Okay. We'll just devour the Ezreal, I think. Imagine not being able to kill Ezreal. This Ezreal is a little bit scary. This Tibble also quite scary. But we're going deep. Next turn we can just slam Nautilus and we're fine. I want to be able to Bone Skewer next turn if I can. I'm not actually just gonna play Jaw Hunter here, and then I'll Bone Skewer his, because like he's gonna be forced to like say, disintegrate my Nautilus, and then I'll just Bone Skewer into the Ezreal, and then otherwise I'll have a Jaw Hunter backup. I think that's the best way to hedge my bets here. Oh really? He's just gonna flock this? No shot, right? He's gonna Spell Slinger it? I mean, there's no way he flocks this, right? Maybe you can, like, Spell Slinger it. Then his odds of having, like, Disintegrate. Oh, wow. Okay. Ez Jin seems cool. Ez Jin. I think this is just better than Ez Jin, right? Like, this Ez Annie archetype. I want to try this out, because I saw BBG doing pretty well with it, and then some of my friends are talking about it. Yo, Faint with the raid! What's up, buddy? Really appreciate it, man. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Sky Dull Noah, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. BBG's back? Not exactly. Somebody bet him 1,000 subs that he couldn't hit rank 1 with Annie Ez. And so he's sort of in it for the money. Not to like sound super conceited or anything, but he's definitely more motivated by, he definitely has a very high incentive to play. But I think like he doesn't like, I've been watching him a bit, and I think it's sort of clear that it's sort of clear. Ooh, I shouldn't have attacked with Nautilus because I thought that's healed 4. Oopsies. It's sort of clear that he still doesn't exactly enjoy the game. So it's still a little bit like rough around the edges. Well, maybe he enjoys the game, but he doesn't enjoy a lot of things within the game. At least in my opinion. You're playing nothing but Illaoi in ranked until next season. Let's go. Illaoi does seem pretty neat. Oh, I mean, this Ezreal was like Omega dead this turn. Why is he popular? He was pretty big back in the day. Like, he's been around for a long time. He's just sort of he got sick of the game and like a while back, and he went like to go play TFT. But like he used to be a pretty big streamer in Runeterra. Like he was, you know, back there with like, you know, Mogwai, Swim, and the others when Runeterra was just starting off. Is Yasuo Jin really good? It's garbage. Garbo. Who in their right mind is overrating Yasuo Jin? When has Yasuo ever been underrated as a champion? And I will say it. I'm not afraid to say it. Who the hell is out here like, I don't know. It's not. It's garbage. Don't play it. Yasuo's so overrated. Yasuo Jin is good, the problem is Yasuo's not good. That's sort of true. Any Jin is probably overrated. It's a fine deck. It's a strong deck. I just don't know if it's like super good. I think there's like I think this deck might just have better legs than who'd-you-call-it? I think this deck could be better than, I think this deck is straight up just better than, well, I don't know if it's straight up better. I think it's better in most situations versus the other Jin Annie. Because Jin Annie is like relatively like linear, and the linear decks overall suffer the same problem. Annie Yasuo? I don't. Oh, there's no synergy, guys. Oh my god, okay. Yo, Hyrule TV, what's up, buddy? Every time I get Yasuo leveled, enemies are all over 5 HP. Okay, that's also just quite unfortunate. I think Yasuo overall is a strong champion. His deck building cost is just a little bit too high to work in outside of very specific decks. Otherwise, I think he's like a pretty decent, actually. But it's just like rare to see a deck that Yasuo actually works in. Jin Yasuo? Stop. No, we've been over this already. He got countered by Malphite Yasuo. I lost the game to Malphite Yasuo in a gauntlet. We don't really talk about that. Best decks you've seen with Yasuo are Malphite Yasuo and Yasuo Leona. I agree with the Leona Yasuo because I am obviously a Leona Yasuo stan. I think Leona Yasuo is probably the best Yasuo deck out there. Malphite Yasuo is a little bit more of a meme, but it benefits from the fact that some decks just actually can't do anything about it. Like there's some decks just can't interact with Malphite stun, and then if they can't interact with Yasuo, they just lose the game, right? And those decks are far and few, but they will show up and absolutely get clapped by it. Alright. Stun an enemy. What if I just like get rid of his house spider? Yasuo Swain is okay. I think Yasuo Noxus is okay. I don't know if it's the best. Okay. You don't think it's good? There's very few Yasuo decks I would call good. But it does like work, I suppose. Oh no, my Devour. Oh no, my Devour. What was I saying? Yeah. They should give Yasuo condition, like if he hits 3 stuns in a row, he generates a free stun spell. That'd be pretty tight. Like, I feel like Yasuo is like perfectly fine as is, but if they want to buff Yasuo in any way, that's like a really cool suggestion. It's not like a Jin thingy, right? Like, you do X, and then if you behold Yasuo, you get X. I love that sort of concept to Jin, where like he has like a condition, and if you have a Jin on board, something different happens. I think that's like super cool and unique. Like, if Yasuo sees you, like, just as an additional clause, if Yasuo sees you stun 3 things, generate, like, a Steel Tempest that costs 0 in your hand. Alright, something like that. That'd be cute. I don't think Yasuo and Katarina suffer from the same problem. Well, they have different problems. Actually, I don't even think Yasuo has much of a problem. Like, I don't know. I think Yasuo's like perfectly fine as is. I think just a lot of people play bad Yasuo decks. Or just expect different things out of Yasuo that he can't give. Flip Yasuo's already good, his level 1 is garbage. Exactly. But people try to play for level 1 Yasuo. And that's just, I don't think is ever correct. tier 1 Yasuo sounds like a horrible play pattern. I mean, not really. I think, like, they're very cognizant about not making, like, level 1 Yasuo too powerful. And I don't, like, people don't want to get stunned out every turn, and I understand that. But I also don't think that, like, that's not Yasuo doing that, right? Like, Yasuo isn't making that worse. Like, if you want to look at Leona, like, Leona is the one that just stuns out your entire board. Like, if people have, like, something to complain about with, like, Leona, then, like, go ahead, sure. But, like, if people think Leona's fine, then, that's really as, like, bad as you're gonna get, honestly. Concussive palm is so broken? Wait, okay, maybe not that far. Like, do people hate the concept of Concussive Palm? Do people just, like, hate that card? Like, if you hate that card, then, like, understandably, you don't want Yasuo to be strong in any means, because then at that point you'll probably have better stun cards. Oh wait, it's below my Nexus. So he's now on the Lux Illaoi. It's a little bit tough. I think we, like, lose to Illaoi because we can't really interact with it very easily. I'll keep Y'all Hunters. Y'all Hunters? It's Y'all Hunters, is it? I'll keep Y'all Hunters in case that does something. Like, Y'all Hunters might be able to challenge, like, the idol, potentially. If we can kill the tentacle early on, potentially big. We don't have Scarab, so I'm probably okay taking this trade for now. And this deck, like, can burn you down. Burn as in, like, Overwhelm plus Beam, so I think I value my life total a bit there. Okay. Is Jason pronounced Yason? Yes. Yes. It's Ya3. Ya3 N3 Sational. If he, like, Tentacle Smashes me, it's at 1. Y'all is sus because there's a U? Because the U is funny? What do you mean? Like, I don't understand. What does the U have to do with it? Like, he can't Tentacle Smash me here. Perfect. Ooh, and a Scarab. Like, Yasin. That's why I'm pronouncing it like y'all, right? Hey, y'all. Yeah, I just kill this. Rolfish? Huh? What? You guys are just trolling me now. I guess Devour eats. I guess Devour could eat, like, Illaoi. That's kind of scary. So you can't rally next turn. So, like, if he, like, you can't Illaoi plus Cataclysm or Illaoi rally. So this should be okie dokies. Oh, okay, that's fine. No Illaoi is fantastic. If there's no Illaoi, then, like, his game plan is very slow and doesn't really do anything. And then, like, we have Devour plus Skewer to just deal with Illaoi. So I don't really see how you can, like, necessarily lose this one. You can't make clips? Yeah, I don't see any clips. Sorry, bud. I think I'll just jettison for mana here. Like, we have this, and then our Devour's Deep. It's really nice. Oh, and the Nautilus. Pretty sure the Latin J is pronounced like a Y. I think that's true. I don't know if what sort of You get the point. I don't know why I'm trying to explain myself. Is that a L or an I? Like Giannis on yeah. I can't tell. Can we eat the broad? Yanus? Latin's a whole like bunch of weirdos. Concerted? Sure. Like, we have Nautilus and they just can't deal with Nautilus. After we jam Nautilus down, like, we just win the game, right? We'll just jam these guys, eat somebody, have Skewer, double eat something. Have a free Sea Scarab. Like, this is fantastic. Developing the turn 7 Nautilus. Whew, that's what we'd like to see. And we even have this. Like, this can heal our Nautilus up. Oh, okay, fair enough. If we play you any Cataclysm, I could care less. Sure. You get Devoured next turn, and then I have Bone Skewer. Once this tentacle dies, the game's basically over. Oh, and a free Abyssal Eye, let's go. Yeah, they just didn't draw Illaoi like in time. If they drew Illaoi in like turn 4, I don't think there's much we could do. But once they like went deep and played Nautilus, there's nothing much they could do either, right? And that's like the issue with Illaoi. Just don't draw Illaoi, your deck is just kind of doo-doo. That's that deck's problem. You run both Glimpse and Whisper in your test field. I think it's necessary. Oh man, this guy's kind of killing it. Would I cut for draw? I don't know. I'm not sure. Damn, is he gonna Blades Edge my 2-3? It's like you're gonna redeem this one? It's like pretty tight too. By the same person? This guy? You're just gonna steal this guy's deck and give it to me? Katarina being played? Katarina's interesting, but I understand like if you can generate like Blade's Edge with this deck, that's pretty hot, no? Okay, that has to die. I wanted to save the Vile Feast for the Maokai, but I think killing Gnar is probably too good here. It does make the Maokai a lot more awkward though, because if I have Vile Feast for Maokai, alright, we'll just kill you. It's fine. I don't think like Maokai's super important. Maybe just like don't play Maokai until he's leveled. And now like we have a blocker that also tosses a card. I'm not gonna damage my Sea Scarab here. I could have took the trade, but I assume we're on like Pokey Sticks and Blades Edges. Lure is a fantastic draw. Also fantastic. We don't really have the necessities to hit deep very fast. Oh snap. Okay, that has to die. I don't think we can afford this to survive. I don't know if we can just like Bone Skewer anything either. Oh really? Interesting. Interesting choice. I'm very surprised they went after the Spiderling. Because like, are they telling me they don't have like a flock? I could play Abyssal Eye as well. I want to Bone Skewer into the Katarina. It doesn't really matter which one I do it into. He's always gonna have like an answer. If I do this now, maybe he only has one ping and doesn't have ping plus disintegrate. If he ping plus disintegrate, like he still doesn't get skewered. Like he loses like, because I can block skewer as well, right? So I might just go for the Abyssal Eye and draw a card. Because the likelihood of him being able to kill this and then be able to stop the skewer next turn is like pretty low. And I don't even know if I want to go for this. If I was going for the skewer play, maybe I'll just play Dead Bloom because I want to skewer Dead Bloom to toss faster. Tough one. Okay. Draw me a card. He goes like Pokestick Disintegrate. Here I think I'm pretty happy. Okay, fair enough. Okay, getting Disintegrate out here I think is fine, because now I can just like Bone Skewer the Katarina and hope for the best. Unless he has like Noxian Telstones and then Sharpen Resolves me. That'd be kind of gross. Oh, Alphys is fantastic. We just do this. We just safety block here. We take a bit extra damage, but I think it's fine. Like, it's more important to make sure he doesn't level Katarina. If he levels Katarina, I think we're kind of screwed. We have some heal in this deck. Taking this damage is okay. Not great, but he doesn't have Raven Bloom yet either. Next turn we can drop Maokai with Vile Feast. And then we guarantee a toss as well. Okay. Ooh. Oh, he's only played 3. He's so far away. Holy moly. Because now we can play Sea Scarab and toss faster. If he goes to kill the Maokai, we have Vile Feast. That's disgusting. And now I get a free heal too, because now he has no blockers for the heal. Unless he has like a second spell. Beautiful. Although I really want to develop this Sea Scarab. I just want my tosses. I'm greedy. Give me the toss. Ooh, interesting. I'll guarantee the heal then. I think we can outgrind him. Like, our late game is so huge, right? Like, once you draw Nihilus and like a salvage, the game's just gonna end. And I don't think he has the cards to sort of race me here. Okay, never mind. I take back everything. Fuck me, what the hell is that? Fuck me, oh my god. I got Hearthstone, I did get Hearthstone. Oh, double lure, Pog. Okay, double lure Nautilus. His hand's pretty booming. It's RNG's a mistake. I'm fine with that. I'm fine that there's a card like Treasure Trash in the game. I think it's cute. I love Hearthstone. Or at least I loved a controlled amount of variance within Hearthstone. I came from Hearthstone, so I did enjoy the art, some of the RNG aspects. This is the same throughout, right? Yep. Like, I enjoyed it. If it's the same, I can just double layer them. Maokai, off the top. Okay. Ooh, double sea scarab. I can play them next turn. I'm not gonna play them because if I draw a Maokai, these get like these farm value for me, right? I know Maokai. We can't devour quite yet, so... But I don't really care about Braum, right? Like, there's no way, like, Braum, like, represents a real threat to me at any point, unless he, like, Braum spells it, I guess? We're pretty far away from deep, but we do have, like, this stuff. Sure. RNG is fine until Yogg-Strong determines who wins first place. Yeah. Like... In competitive play, it's a little bit more awkward. Like... Didn't they ban Yogg afterwards? Like, they just banned it from competitive play, didn't they? Like, it's totally fine just being, like, ladder ranked where it happens, like, once in a while and it's, like, really funny and people laugh about it. No, they didn't. I remember when Yogg got nerfed so that when he killed himself, he no longer, like, kept playing spells, right? I remember that part. How am I going deep? I don't want to, like, I don't know, get, like, polling struck in. They reverted, yeah, they reverted that pretty recently, like within the last year and a half or so, right? I've been following Hearthstone a little bit, just like enough to like I've been watching a little bit, just like some YouTubers, so I'm like relatively aware of like what's going on and like the changes they make. But I didn't begin when like I started playing Hearthstone like well before they introduced, or at least well after Yogg was like all the old gods were rotated out. Oh, beautiful card. Oh, we don't need to play you because we have yet Jettison. Alright, that's fine. We'll save you. We have Jettison next turn, just pop off, and then we have Devours for days. Yedison, yeah. Poggers. Yedison. I don't know when it started. Like, I just started saying, like, Yedison and Y'allfish. Like, I don't know who to blame for that. Maybe just me, but for some reason, I just say Y'allfish and Yedison, and I guess there's no other J fishes. Y'allfish makes sense, does it though? Alright, fine, all this. I'm saying Y'allfish correctly? Really? Is it not Jawfish? It's actually Y'allfish? Jettison's actually a word? I guess so. Like, Y'allfish is a... Y'all or Jaw, whatever you want to say, is a made-up word, but Jettison is a real word. Oh wait, I'm tossing so many cards. Uh-oh. Oh, Monka S? Uh-oh. My deck! Oh no! wait. I forgot. Yeah, that's sensational. The funny one. Yo, Mafrashu, how you doing? Welcome. Hope you're having a lovely evening. Oh, I saw you hit Masters as well. Congratulations. That's pretty dope. If I do have to say so myself. What am I doing here? Let's You can't toss champions? Yeah, but I kind of want my actual cards as well. I'll save these for like removal. Number 1 Lurk player. Didn't you like play like... You didn't play Lurk to Masters, did you? You just played your Okay, well at least we're getting closer to our champs. As Kate. Kind of milling ourselves here, but... Oh, we can't kill you yet either. We can't kill you, that's sort of a problem. But 3 damage is fine. This is Braum Swain, this is Braum Swain. Okay. Give me the treasures. Plate more mode. Okay, so the bottom of our deck are 3 champions and 2 treasures. So if we like draw a Maokai, we also win. Draw a Nautilus. We draw our treasure. Okay, this might be a little bit troublesome now. How do we do this? Huh. We'll try to like eat a Swain twice, I think. It's so weird that we can't actually kill Leviathan. Death Hand? Oh, 2 spells. There's... Ooh. Okay, that's fine. We probably can't play Nautilus unless we have second Nautilus in hand, so we shuffle a card. What's going on? Maokai's phenomenal though. You just Keelbreaker here and then play Devour. You can also just like Keelbreaker into Plate Ormag. Or just play Maokai. Sea monster should auto kill fish. Fish. Wouldn't like the sea monsters just like absolutely crush the Leviathan? I don't know how big the Leviathan is in comparison to say like Nagakaboros that's like crushing like the other sea monster. Like it's so hard to like tell the scale of these creatures. Do you guys think the Leviathan is like bigger than like the Terror of the Deep? You have a scale though? What do you mean? There's some relative scale, I guess. There's a person Devour. Not necessarily Devour, but like I guess Devour's pretty big. I don't know. The Leviathan's bigger than this, but like Terror of the Tide, right? That's getting crushed by Nagakaboros. I guess Terror of the Tide's only like a ship too, huh? There's a person in Terror too. Yeah, I think that's correct. Like, I guess these guys aren't... Leviathan's probably bigger, honestly. Nautilus destroys the Leviathan for sure. I don't know. How big is Nautilus? Do we know how big Nautilus is? I know in League his like character design is like apparently Gangplank stole the Leviathan. What? Really? Is this true? Actually, we saw a Nautilus in like the trailers, or at least like some of the animated stuff. Like he's big, but he's not bigger than like... He's not bigger than like what? He might be like 4 humans tall or something. All it handles a sea monster in his hand? Really? Oh snap. It's only 13 plus inches. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the videos. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. Please do remember to leave a like and a subscribe to the channel. Really helps me out, and I do really appreciate it. But with that being said and done, I hope you guys enjoyed the games. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys next time.